and was sort of already gone.
Okay.
She woke up early to run off and do her errands, whatever they are.
Errands, you say?
My dad is named Aaron.
Really?
No. God damn it. I can't believe I fucking laughed at that.
We're not laughing at your dad, we swear.
We're laughing with
We're laughing at the coincidence. The coincidence.
We're laughing with your dad.
We're
Yeah, he's over there. He's laughing too, definitely.
Tell him.
Yeah, I'll tell him to laugh.
While Angela goes off,
Randomly laugh.
Taryn and the old man go off a bit early as well. They don't have breakfast. Taryn mutters something about going to speak to the Lord.
Uh-oh.
And whoever ordered that full breakfast, that'll be 5 copper pieces if you're not doing rations.
All right.
I'll eat with Cecile as well. I solemnly walk down from the staircase, or if there is a staircase, who knows. Sit down with Cecilia and just, did you leave the bed for any particular reason?
What do you think?
That's so intimidating, though. I love it.
It was just a little...
If I offended you, I didn't mean to.
No, you didn't offend me at all. It's just...
You did.
It didn't quite...
It's just you did.
It didn't quite feel comfortable.
I've never been good with social situations.
I'm big dude, okay.
You just scream at things and everyone just screams with me.
And with good reason.
You know, normal people, like, all of you.
We're back for a second. I'm gonna go get some alcohol.
Okay.
Okay. Wait.
All right.
Actually,
I haven't really been around too many people. I've mostly been alone.
For my whole life, I've been a part of a wandering tribe, and we just yell at things, and kill things. It was really fun while it lasted.
I like things.
I want to know what happened now.
Too bad you're not there, Novia.
Yep.
I was the leader of that tribe for a short time.
So,
And it was under my leadership that they all perished.
Oh. I seem a little...
Sorry for bringing the mood down.
Yeah.
There's a lot on your mind as well. Let's eat some food. Yeah, food!
Yeah. Food.
Yeah!
You all tuck in breakfast, and
Fud.
later on, I need to roll for the weather. And I just realized I haven't got my dice out yet today. Yes, because there is a small chance there are adverse effects today.
I am back.
It is windy, as I said, but that seems to be all for right now.
Okay.
AJ, do you actually roll for weather, or do you just decide it? I'm curious.
I have a table.
Oh, so you do roll. Cool.
Yes. Right now it's just
Table.
windy and clear. The sun is out, and it looks like spring is coming soon.
Spring is about ready to sprong.
Wrong.
As you guys are finishing up with your breakfast, now that we've been role-playing for an hour, Taryn and the old man, once again, this time dressed in their full armor, still nursing the wounds from yesterday, step into the tavern and knock the coin-shaped bell around on the door. Oh, there you are. They find you, go over to you, and Dan says, oh, let him talk. The old man, who hasn't introduced himself yet, but you've seen him.
You've seen him around.
According to my comrade, you are fairly skilled adventurers.
Sure.
We've gone on adventures, yeah.
I mean,
We
yeah, we
are
adventure all the time.
We are very short on manpower right now, and we need all the help we can get. Your job, if you wish to accept it, you don't have to.
Your mission, if you wish to accept it.
Side quest, in case you didn't know.
We need help, essentially. Commander Jason Finnegan has gone a lot further than was recommended by the Lord. He is chasing down the Warrens, and our Lord is attempting to draft a peace deal with them so that we cannot continue the fighting. However, Commander Jason doesn't know this. So, we need a few fine folk to head all the way down to their army, brave the trail, it shouldn't be more than a day's travel, and make sure that the orders get to them. I have the assigned envelope here. Just hand it over to him, and if he gives a response, bring it back. You'll be rewarded handsomely by the crown. 70 gold.
Oh.
That's big.
I'm gonna give a slight, nervous nod.
My eyes
Is it
widened at the
enough?
prospect.
Large prospect indeed.
Oh man, anyone else?
Yeah.
For that much money, yeah!
Of course. That's kind of.
Important question, AJ, because technically Angela isn't there right now. Are you getting to that, or?
If you wish to. I asked what your errands were.
Oh, mainly just going to speak with her superior.
You do not have a superior in this specific town.
Oh, I don't.
No. However,
Hmm.
you can check with the running Quickling Postal Service to see if you've received any orders from them.
Sure. I imagine they do know where she is, right?
Yeah. Yes,
Okay.
you told them where you're going. You walk into a fairly quaint little shop. Letters are stacked high on tables, piled into shelves. Every direction you look is letters and packages, and there's about a dozen, some halfling, some human, all busy, people running around, working as quickly as they can, sorting out letters, and getting everything organized for the coming day. A couple of slightly taller men and a halfling with big burlap sacks on their backs full of more letters and packages start jogging out of the door as you walk in. And you're greeted with a fairly crazed looking human woman who looks extremely stressed out and has the sort of 80s secretary vibe.
80s secretary.
That doesn't ring a bell to me.
Oh, hi. How can I help you?
Who's communicating via Morse code out in here?
Good question.
I guess this really is Morse code. AJ, learn Morse code.
Come on.
I'm
It's easy.
sorry. If you're just gonna walk in and bang on the counter, I must ask you to leave, please.
I like completely zoned out and realized forgot that you were talking to Angela. My brain just assumed that someone else was doing something. I'm sorry.
I just see Angela
a
doing
building
that
and
in the
banged on the
back, and I'm just
counter.
like, I've never known Angela to do this kind of thing. She's always been so quiet and like, yeah, I'm gonna go off and do my own business, but I didn't know that business was paying the withdrawals.
Intentional.
So she's like snapping in your face, Miss.
And she just like shakes her head. I'm sorry. What?
If you insist on banging on the table, I must ask you to please leave.
I'm sorry. Angela was contemplating the life, universe, and everything. the meaning of it. Truly important questions.
Are you here to pick up a letter?
I'm here to see if there's anything like addressed to if there was any letters from like superiors addressed to her, or her, like how would it work? I doubt it would use her actual name, right?
Probably like a pseudonym or something, right? Or I guess that's not quite the word. A code name?
Something like it. I'll just let AJ pull something out of his ass if he wants to.
You would probably use. Actually, I'm gonna PM this.
Okay.
Oh. I could get detect magic. That's a good idea. Just looking through my
Druids are really
Fey touch
awesome.
spells. What? Yeah.
Druids are really
I can
cool.
get. Yeah, I can just get detect magic.
You can get anything, man.
Yeah, that's true. I guess it's not a great Fey touch spell if it's a druid spell anyway. I want good berry soon.
And I'll just ask if there's anything addressed to like her code name. I don't feel like saying it aloud right now, since no one else is here.
Okay, I found this. She pulls out a single letter with gold wax and a very pristine, maybe slightly bent, but that's probably by whoever brought it here, and hands it over.
Thank you. Does she have to like pay anything for this, or was that already paid by the person who sent it?
It was already paid for those who sent it.
Okay, you're right. I was asking that out of character. Yeah, assuming Angela would already know the answer.
Yep.
But yeah, she's gonna go ahead and like step out of the post office and not read it quite yet, not like just out in the public. You know, probably just find some shady alley that's empty or something. I don't know.
Yep. You open the letter, and it says, Sif's Hillside. A solitary keep, commonly inhabited by Jem and his associates.
Who?
Jem. Lord Jem Taynell.
Okay, so they're military leader, right?
Well, effectively the lord of the land, yeah.
Gotcha.
Large halfling population. Unfortunately, no underworld. At all costs, avoid Lydic Tosscobble, the head maid. And make sure the guards like you. They'll let you in places.
The place that it's referring to, is it referring to the place that we're currently at? Like this fort, or the place where the party is being sent to?
It doesn't clarify.
No, like the name and such. Like out of character, because I don't know if
is the keep you're currently in.
Okay, that's what I couldn't freaking remember. Okay. So
all letters to you will be delivered by the postal service that is run from here. Make sure to avoid burning it down. Also, on summer days, the Meridina Scrag Patrol is a good place to find recruits or to make enemies.
Recruits for what?
Again, it doesn't clarify.
And actually, AJ, like everything that this says, could you also DM it to me so that way I can just like copy it onto my sheet?
Instantaneously forgot what I said.
Okay. When you can, like, can you type up the gist of it so I can put it on my sheet? So
it's basically just summarizing the town for you. It seems like this was a plant to tell you stuff about how to take this if you wound up here. There's no specific orders. It just says some general information that you might need to know.
I'd still like to have that general information so I can write it down.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna. I'm just gonna send the whole thing.
That works for me.
I didn't use exclusively that thing. Okay, so let's just say small keep tough dominant. Don't annoy the headmaid.
Do I know anything already about the headmaid? Have I heard anything about her? Like, do I have any?
Check.
Say, you said what check?
Make a history check.
History check. Okie dokie. Yeah. Okay, that is the fuck is that? Okay, that is a 17. My brain couldn't tell if it was a 16 or.
Let me finish typing this up first.
Okay.
Alright. With the 16, this is very vague things, so only word of mouth would have told you this, but the headmaid, Lida Toscobble, is probably the most tough woman you could ever meet. She is stubborn as a donkey and refuses anything that is part of her perfectly planned schedule.
So just an annoyance to anything that I try to do.
But also, all of the maids and servants and even some of the shopkeepers report directly to her. She also manages to handle most of the economy by herself and is very hard to fit into her schedule.
Mm.
That's the majority of what you need to know.
I see. All right. Now, an important out of character question. You effectively just gave the party a quest, but Angela was not there. So
Well, you could eventually return to the party.
True. I was kind of hoping that you'd like have her get like a similar order to go to that place from her from her superiors or something.
Well, I can't specifically tailor stuff to you when you keep leaving the party.
I'm sorry. I was hoping that was what you were doing, and that's why I left the party.
No.
Yeah. I'll learn how to do this eventually.
Yeah.
So, after that,
speaking of the party, back to the party. Once the old man is finished speaking, Taryn speaks up again. Alternatively, if you don't want to do his nasty orders, sorry there, mate. There were rumors spread amongst the soldiers, down by the battlefield, From yesterday, not from last night. Although I've heard those rumors as well. Good job, by the way. There were greenskins.
I kind of blush.
Big burly things. Some are saying they're orcs. They briefly scouted out a part of the battlefield from, of course, the opposite side of the wall. They wouldn't be on this side. So, a man named Walter Keenseeker, you might have met him, has put out a bounty as a bit of a friendly game. If you wish, orcs are 5 gold ahead. That's it. And if you want to know more about them, he's either the one that spread the rumor or the one who actually knows us something about it.
Gladly kill him.
Orcs have no respect for the woods.
So, firstly, just out of character, which thing are you guys more likely to do, the orcs or the other thing, whatever the fuck it was?
We can kill orcs whenever we want. We can just do the 70 gold thing.
I'll allow the party to decide. That's just how my.
I was gonna ask if you guys were gonna do the orcs thing. I was probably gonna say that Angela might have heard about the bounty elsewhere and just sort of encountered you guys when you guys go to hunt the orcs.
So I feel like we would come across orcs as the game progressed.
True.
Is deliver a letter for 70 GP or hunt out the orcs for probably a bit less?
5 ahead is what he said.
Yeah, depends on how many there are. Yeah, it depends on how many orcs there are, and if there's enough of them, that would get very hard very quickly. Anyways, I guess unless AJ has any objections or whatever, Angela would probably arrive back at the tavern.
Yep.
Shortly after, or just while they're talking about the orcs, maybe or something.
Yeah. Angela comes back into the tavern.
Those orcs do need to be dealt with, but the letter also does need to be delivered. What do you all think?
Let's deliver the letters and kill the orcs on the way.
I'll stay silent.
Is that in the right direction?
Angela, as always, is just sort of eavesdropping, and just says, "You find yourselves another quest."
Surprisingly enough, I guess so.
Don't suppose you'd mind me tagging along?
Could be helpful. We seem to be split between. I guess we could do both. There's orcs and there's a letter to deliver.
Well, where are the orcs? Do we know roughly where they are?
Yeah,
that's the thing. They're everywhere.
I was gonna say we could probably just hit them all, on our way on the other quest.
That's what I'm saying.
Yep.
Okay. Does that settle it?
Angela?
Did
you change those bandages?
These, yeah.
I want to roll sense motive on that. I want to make sure that you actually changed those bandages.
I haven't said that I have, and such, but I'm saying it now that I have. I'm not just lying. I just haven't explicitly stated it because I didn't think about it out of character. But Angela absolutely would have done that.
Nonetheless, I sort of want to roll for it either way.
You're gonna get the same answer no matter what. I'll tell you this right now. No matter what you roll, you're getting the same answer.
I'm just doing insight. And that's a 16 on the insight.
Same answer. You believe she is telling you the truth.
I just kind of absently nod. Alright. I want to take a look at those wounds later.
I don't believe you're my doctor.
Well, I'm a doctor, and I'm the one that you have. Cecilia still seems a little nervous and whatnot about this, but she seems
Angela
a little more.
Angela's honestly surprised that you're trying to assert yourself. She's genuinely surprised.
And at this moment,
can we just go kill an orc and deliver the letter on the way?
Yes.
All right.
Yes. I agree.
So, you set out from town and begin to travel along your way.
Yeah.
This is going to be another set of traveling. So, you've got one town very close to you, the town of Bonstock. However, there's about 30 miles between you and where you assume the army is going to be going. The capital of Warrior, Ekvost. So, 30 miles at a fast pace is possible within a day. Normally, however, it is 24 miles a day, and there's a possibility that Jason Finnegan isn't as far as the capital already.
If I tried to scout ahead of the party to watch for orcs as we travel and all that, would that slow us down?
No.
Basically,
it would just mean that if there is a trap or an ambush to get caught in, you'd be the first to be caught.
No, I'd be moving ahead of the party stealthily and all that, just to try and avoid us stumbling into a bunch of orcs or a trap. Can I do that?
Well, unless you are a ranger or a druid, it does require you to be moving at a slow pace to be able to stealth.
Druid?
I'm not sure if druids can do it. I know rangers can, but that might be a higher level.
It might. I think for rangers, it's a favored terrain thing. I don't think druids can do that unless there's there might be an outlander feature for it, but I don't think so. I don't think so because the outlander feature is centered around just being able to hunt for enough food to feed a few people.
Food?
Yeah, that's what outlander can usually do. Hunt. But anyways, yeah, if you guys don't have any issues with a slow pace, I'd like to do that because I don't feel like stumbling into a large group of orcs, head on.
I'm joining you in the front. I hate orcs.
Are you?
I think we all hate orcs here.
Alright, so if
everyone
intends to move stealthily, you guys can choose to move at a slow pace and get there in about a day and a half. You'd assume. Depends how far he actually is away.
Alright. Sure.
So
I'm probably in the back of the party anyhow. I just go with what the rest of the party does.
Also, I am a monk. Do you think that might help with moving stealthily at a fast pace?
Most likely not.
That is a good point. You'd think a monk would be good at that.
There's going to be a specific class feature for that if you do have it. So, the first hour of travel sees you down to the battlefield, past the wall, and for some of you, not all, this is the furthest you've traveled north. However, for Enodia, you see the familiar sights and feel the familiar breeze of your homeland.
Woo.
Normally, there would be a border patrol here, but considering there is no one to man anything, just walking through the corpses is enough to realize the gravity of the situation crossing between borders. But you continue on, and
I want to check for wounded.
it's been a day. All of the wounded have already been taken off the battlefield.
You
All that
never know.
remains are the dead and rotting corpses.
You never know.
In the first hour, you eventually reach the small town of Bondstock. It's a relatively, compared to Sif's Hillside, it's relatively large. But they probably, you'd assume, don't take too well to people who are very clearly not of Warrian descent, especially after they seem to have been recently raided by the army that passed through. So, is anyone taking a brief stop in this town, or are you going on a route around it?
I just realized I completely zoned out the description of the town. I was reading something on my sheet. I'm sorry, AJ.
It's fine, it's unimportant.
Okay.
That's right, Nodia. Your backstory's unimportant.
So
No, I
there's a
mostly.
town that we're passing through, and it's a town of what? What people?
It's essentially a town that you assume you probably want to try and avoid,
Why?
because you are from the country that it is at war with.
You would not find this place unpleasant to
Hon,
just
isn't
go around.
Angela technically not from that country? Because she's already a foreigner of that country, right?
The mission you are on is from that country. Essentially,
Yes,
the rest of the group agrees that you're just walking past it. Angela might scat it out, but you pass by the town fairly simply.
Yeah, that's fine. I just want to confirm, like, Angela is a foreigner to like the country that everyone else is home to, right?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So you continue travel for a couple more hours, and since you're moving stealthily, everyone roll a stealth check.
Okay. Angela is still like trying to move ahead of the party, so that way, if someone isn't being very stealthy, she can still spot whatever it is we might run into before the party can alert them.
I have not rolled above a 9 today.
Okay.
Well, how many rolls have you made?
3.
That is an. Hold on. I need to burp. That's an 18.
What?
19.
I said I needed to burp. Like I got like something stuck in my throat. You know you know that feeling?
Not particularly, but I'll take your word for it.
Uh-huh.
Alright. Go ahead and roll perception.
Ooh,
Angela?
I'm going to present.
Come on, are you
just Angela, because she's scatting ahead.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, okay, that is 24.
Yeah. You see a small group, maybe 5 or 6, it's hard to tell from your distance, walking ahead of you. They seem jovial and content, one would say. But they're walking the same direction as you, so moving slowly, you're not catching up to them, you're actually losing ground to them.
It's a group of what?
Humans, maybe 5 or 6 strong.
Can I tell like who they are, like nationality, if they're wearing any like, sort of like emblems or insignias of like who they represent or are?
They seem to be wearing mostly green and brown, and maybe one of them has green hair. It's hard to tell. You can't really see their faces. Most of them are up in hoods.
Do I recognize those colors as like characteristic of any particular force or country or whatever?
they are certainly not Warren, because Warren likes to focus on pinks and purples, and Shulagon focuses on red, yellow, and green. More focus on yellow and green than red.
Okay, so third party.
Seemingly third party, yes.
All right.
So, as the party continues on, it's about 6 hours into the first day of travel, and you're walking along this big hillside before. Oh, sorry, I forgot about getting lost. This is a second tier pathway because of how the army. No, sorry, third tier because of how third tier but low DC because of how the army went. So the person in the lead gets to make a survival check to navigate.
I'm actually surprisingly decent at those, despite not having proficiency. Alrighty, how does a 14 sound?
14. Funnily enough, you wind up getting lost for about 4 hours. Relatively long. This is a difficult pathway to follow.
As someone from this country, can I try and steer that in the right direction?
If Squib dropped back and you helped, yes.
Well, I mean, yeah, I'd probably come back to them on occasion. Yeah. Otherwise, they'd just like completely lose me.
Once Squib realizes she's getting lost, she drops back. Or sorry,
whoa, what's Squib's doing here?
Once Angela realizes she's getting lost and comes back,
I meant more like if I just stayed ahead of the party completely out of sight of them, they wouldn't have any fucking clue where I'm going.
Okay, just the normal checkup.
Just the normal check. I'll give you +5 because you know the area well. Nadia.
Woo. You'll have a roll above 9, but that's still 16.
16. Somehow you managed to get slightly lost as well, but not that lost. Instead of getting heavily lost for 4 hours like Angela would have, you only get lost for 2 hours as you accidentally go along this beautiful sort of river trail before realizing you're going the wrong way and walking an hour back and then going back on the right trail. It's a bit tedious, and you wind up losing about 4 miles of what you could have gained. I mean, you only make it 14 miles on this day, so you're only about halfway now.
Whack.
As you are passing along a hillside, you slowly walk up to a clank and a cry of pain. You continue on to find 2 men, one of them with his foot stuck in a bear trap and leaning against a tree while the other tries to soothe him and calm him down. And I would like a marching order, please.
I mean, Angela's obviously...
Yeah, Angela in front. I want to be just behind her.
I'm probably in the rear, but as soon as I see somebody else who's in trouble / pain that seems obvious that I can help, I already want to rush up there.
I'll go third, I guess.
Yeah, so,
So is it Angela first?
Yeah.
Here's my Angela mini. Here it is. Angela first, you get up there. How close do you get?
Well, firstly, I'd like to gauge, who these people are, like who their allegiance to is, or whatever. You know? I want to make sure these aren't... Say again?
Considering what you saw before, these do look like 2 from the group that you saw earlier today. But they're alone now. Maybe they got left behind.
Would I know if these people would potentially be hostile to my group? or me myself?
You wouldn't know innately.
Okay. It's not immediately obvious. And there isn't any check I can make to change that?
No. This is an intention that you would have to actually talk to them to figure it out.
Okay.
But they're not dressed in the enemy's colors, so that's what you got going for you.
True. Yeah, I guess I'll go investigate. I've sort of just been staying in the trees.
Yep.
I am the Lorax and I
So,
speak for the trees and their
everyone else is running up. What was the marching order again?
I think Angela, and Viking,
Viking
and
and
Nodia.
it's this way.
Yep,
Viking.
I'm in the rear.
Is Cass just
Nodia,
going?
I am
You
the
just
Lorax
left,
and I
I guess.
Celia.
Just left this thing?
Cass said he was going to get food, so...
Okay.
I am the Lorax and speak for the trees and
Hey,
they're
how
telling
long
me
ago
to
did he
break
say
their
that?
knees.
I'm Lawrence.
Okay.
I speak for the trees.
Let's
The trees say ouch.
Let's say Chucky is lagging a little while behind.
And for some reason they speak Vietnamese.
Oh yeah,
True.
he should be back fairly soon. In fact, he should have been back 5 minutes ago.
Hey.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm
Real quick.
probably rushing ahead of everybody else around the line so that
AJ.
I can heal the dude.
Yep. So Cecilia runs up past even Angela as the three of you rest behind. You get up to the man, and he is like clutching a ruined leg in a big bear trap at a very thin part of the pathway, with a man looking like he's trying to figure out. Almost, you would actually recognize this. It looks like he's fiddling with a healing spell, but failing.
Real quick, can I want to slightly change what Angela's actually doing. She's actually not approaching them. She's not revealing herself to them, just in case there's more nearby.
So
Yes,
wait,
I'm remaining stealthy in case something bad happens.
Wait, the guy.
How far away would you say you're staying?
I'm staying close enough that I can watch.
Okay. So that'll be right about here, just like peeking your head around. Oh, there he is. Perfect. Chucky, where do you want to be? Where are you in the marching
You're in the back now.
Okay, Chucky's in the back behind Angela.
He's in the end of the marching order.
Right. So Cecilia rushes forward while the other two kind of sit by a tree. And
Angela's actually still in a tree.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the first guy's leg is still in the bear trap?
Yes, it is in the bear trap. It is a bloody mess.
Okay. And the other guy is fiddling with what I would assume to be a healing spell and failing.
Yeah, he's like trying to make a circle with his right hand, but it keeps like sputtering out and failing, and he can't make a perfect circle. Help! He's bleeding out.
Okay. Calm down. We need to get him out of the trap first. Can you do that?
I can try. I might know something else for this. Hold on.
Just yell at Viking to tear the trap open. He's a barbarian.
I can mend the trap. I can decompose his leg.
No.
I'm sorry. I don't know what I'm doing.
Okay. I'm going to take a closer look at the trap real quick. I'm going to try and stay calm myself. Obviously, I am showing a bit of anxiety at all of this as well, but I'm trying to be calmer. So I'm gonna look at the trap, see if I can't figure out a way to take it off.
If I ever figure the bear traps, you kind of just have to be strong enough to pry it back open. So, like I said, it's out of character. Literally, just ask Viking to open it. He's a barbarian. He's a barbarian. He's good at strength. That's what they do.
Uh-oh. Okay. Oh, there it is. There's no thing for bear trap, but there is a thing for hunting trap. So, go ahead and make a strength check.
Me? Okay.
Yes.
Okay then. Well. That's an 11.
You try and pry it open, but it clanks shut, and the guy, no! God.
I see Cecilia just like trying and failing to open up this bear trap. I'm just like, allow me.
Finally, the barbarian is doing his job.
And
Viking
I'm
walks
going
over.
to support
Yeah.
the guy as Viking
Nat
releases.
2.
Hold on. If you rage, you get advantage on strength checks.
No,
You're gonna
I think
rage at
that's
this
funnier.
trap?
Yeah, you want to get mad at this fucking trap because
I can help. I can help. He is going to assist Viking on that trap.
Advantage.
Disadvantage.
Okay.
Help action goes burr.
Reaction goes help.
And I'm going to support
11.
the
I don't
guy.
think that's much.
No.
That also
Oh
failed.
no.
Another
Yeah,
point of
failure.
damage towards this guy. And he's no. Please. Just
Take a deep
this
breath.
hurts too much.
Take a deep breath. We're going to get you out.
Okay, can I come up and can I like try and like use leverage with like my staff to try and like pry this thing open?
Yep. With leverage, go ahead and make someone make another assistive strength check. Everyone's helping at this point.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Chucky and Angela are just kind of like really far away watching you guys do this.
I'm supporting the guy stuck in the trap.
Yep.
Emotional support. Okay, I think Viking wants to make it because I have a -1 to strength.
Oh, okay. But really, you're the one doing it.
Yeah,
15.
True.
you're helping. 15. Finally, the trap and opens, and he pulls this ruined mess of a leg out, and the man working on him finally. Okay. I hope this works. Darkness of Zoya, heal him. And makes the circle and pushes a healing word into his leg. He is fully healed. The sinews and muscle all reform and go back into the form they're supposed to be in. But the scars remain glowing. This is kind of just how magical healing works in this realm.
I'm gonna start
Those
to
hunters.
bandage the leg.
While you're bandaging the leg, the man who healed him sort of bends down next to your ear and says, I thank you graciously for your help. Now I want you to remain very calm and still.
Uh-oh.
We have double your numbers. The crossbows are all trained right on your backs. We also see the one who's trailing back. We have people on him as well.
So they spotted Chucky, but not Angela.
That's partially. You don't hear them.
Yeah, no, because you just said him.
Yes. And this is very quiet. Maybe Viking or Enodia could hear, but right now it's just to Cecilia.
Yeah. During all of this, though, can Angela have made like a perception check to check the area around her? Because if she's wary of like, something else coming,
perception check.
Wait, you did?
Perception check.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought the perception check was to spot the guys who were, freaking.
This is what you spotted.
Oh. Okay.
And you also don't know about what he's whispering.
Yeah, I know that.
I'm going to make it very simple. The three of you, not all of you, but the three of you, hand over, let's say, either all of your gold or 40 gold each. Whatever's cheapest.
Some way to repay a favor. Does this guy seem like he's bluffing?
Make an insight check.
Okay.
I thought only Cecilia heard it.
Enodia
maybe.
might be close enough to hear it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there we go.
Ooh,
17.
That's good, yeah.
17. The scariest part about this to you is he is not bluffing.
Why?
What?
We just helped you. How?
Yes, and now you can help us even more by granting us the payment we need to continue our lives in peace and harmony.
Not gonna lie, I kind of just want to say f it and f these fuckers.
Who are you, and why would you do such a thing?
Oh, well, I am Luth Windripper, and, well, it's a dog-eat-dog world out there. Why does anybody do anything?
Set the forest
Much
on
as I
fire.
hate having this pulled on me, I completely understand where you're coming from.
Set the forest on fire.
You people are insane.
Well,
Well, fine.
I'm gonna empty out my gold for now. Just drop it near my feet.
I'm gonna do the same.
So I've seen, like, I've seen them empty. I've seen them empty out their gold. Can I roll insight to guess what's going on?
you don't need to roll insight to guess why they're keeping out their gold to this random guy.
I was hoping so, but I figured I'd roll anyways. Okay.
So
I kind of want to try and set the fucking forest on fire, but I don't have magic.
he picks up either 40 gold or all of your gold from everybody who hands it over.
Mm-hmm.
And puts the bags in his pockets while Angela's preparing whatever she's planning to do.
Viking,
I don't have any fire ethics, so I can't.
I'm usually the one who does this to other people. And then
Why?
I hand him the gold. I'm surprised you were able to pull this on me.
I thank you for your time.
Given what's happening, like, I'd like to, like, do I have reason enough to make another perception check to see if I can spot whatever else might be here?
Go ahead and make another perception check.
Yeah, seeing that my friends are obviously being shaken down. Okie dokie. Alright. So 21.
21.
16
okay,
plus
you can see quite a few things, and I need to put stuff on the map according to what you see. So, from your location there, behind that tree, you will see one guy there, one guy there,
So, like,
and
which tokens are which? Like,
I'm putting them up right now. The tokens that don't have specific art around them are just vaguely shaped in the right way. Here is what you see. Also, I forgot to number these guys. Hold on. Give me 2 seconds.
Because I think I actually do have an idea to get out of this alive and keep our money. Assuming that these guys are not tanky.
Are not what?
Assuming these guys aren't tanky, I have a way out of this.
I'd love to see that. Because I don't want that money taken.
Alright. This is what Angela can see.
Did you just?
What exactly is this? I trust
it now.
Gotcha.
I mean,
someone can probably resend this to spam and bots.
Okay, I'll do that.
I don't.
As soon as it sends. There it is.
Angela, what you notice, you see one guy in a tree high above the party, another guy on a hill roughly above you, also in a tree, and 4 bear traps hidden by leaves.
Okay, so the green tokens are the guys who are
Green
shaking us.
tokens are your allies, yes.
The green tokens are. Okay.
Yeah, you are AN on the left side, next to C.
Okay. Alright, and so.
So black squares or rectangles are traps?
So the red ones that are closest to me and Chucky or whatever, those are the guys that were in the trees, right? You said?
Yeah.
What's the black things?
Those are bear traps.
Bear traps.
Bear traps, okay.
Can I go and attempt to stealthily take down one of the ones in the trees?
Sure, go ahead and roll stealth first and foremost.
Of course. Okay. All right. What is my modifier? Another 21, 17 plus 4.
Nice.
Here's hope my dice luck holds out. I'd hate to make an attack and roll a nat 1.
Yeah, you managed to stealthily pull out any sort of weapon you'd use, and I assume you're aiming for 3 or 2?
Let me look at the image again.
No, number 3 has 3/4 cover because you're kind of shooting up between 2 trees. Number 2 has half cover because you can see him the clearest. And you see just how well they are hidden.
I was intending to like sneak up behind him and Assassin's Creed this bit.
Okay. In that case, yeah, you can sneak around, start climbing the tree. I'll need him to roll a check as well then. What was your stealth? 21?
21. It was 21.
Alright. You managed to get all the way up the tree and just in the branches behind him.
Okay. Yeah, so I'd like to put my sword or like my blade through his throat.
Alright. Go ahead and roll a surprise attack, so just advantage.
Awesome. Okie dokie. Alright. What is my modifier to hit? That is a 24. And
yeah,
and I'm using I don't want to drop all my d6 on the floor, thank you. I'm missing one of my d6. There it is. Okay. Alrighty. I am going to bonus action Hunter's Mark him. Assume that I basically did it beforehand, so that way this applies. Is that fine? Or fine?
Does Hunter's Mark a verbal component?
Hunter's Mark is yes it does. Does that break my stealth? Does that break my stealth?
You'll have to make another stealth check to stealthily say your verbal component against the pre-existing perception checks.
Okay. Here's hoping. Haha.
Wait, you're a ranger?
What?
You're a ranger? I thought you were a bard monk.
Hold on. You remember?
Remember what?
Things that I don't want to say out loud.
Right. Okay.
Anyways, so I rolled another 17 before modifiers, so that's 21 still.